Before we get to pull the power valves out of the cylinder, I've just printed off these two diagrams, one of the cylinder and one of the power valves. This just makes life a bit easier for pulling things apart and putting them back together. So we get to pulling them out. So to start off with, I'm just going to be pulling these two 8mm bolts out. So when I'm pulling these apart, I'm just kind of making a bit of a line on how they came apart. So this one's the left hand side of the cylinder, so this side, and this one's the right hand side. And it helps too to film it or take photos when you're pulling things apart, just so you get it's just easier, way easier to put it back together. So just pull this out. On the side. There you go. So I think all this here controls the secondary ports in the cylinder. So these ones here, I'm not exactly sure how they work or anything, but I just know that these ones here are for your main exhaust port. So I'm just pushing on that power valve there in the cylinder. See my fingers there. Just pushing in, it's moving the whole power valves up. So these need to be cleaned, I don't know, maybe twice a year, around about, because they fill up with oil and then and carbon, and then they don't work. So then if you're noticing a lack of power or something around there, like could be your power valves being all clogged up with carbon or oil. They're all just here, like even the bottom you can see just thick oil. So yeah, you can use kerosene or brake cleaner, anything really, just to break up that oil and carbon and stuff. So all two strokes have the same concept of like power valves and how they work and all that. So unfortunately someone's been in here before, tried to get the power valves out, and I've stripped the heads of the bolts. Like this Allen key is just spinning, which is a pain in the ass for me because now I have to go and drill them all out to get them out. So yeah, I'm not going to video that, it's too tedious. I'll just update you once I've done that. Alright, so I got the 3 bolts out. I just used a Torx bit. I just hit into the head of the bolt and then just twisted it with a socket. But there was one that was stuck and I had to drill that out, but I got it all out. There is some metal shavings in here, but it'll all be getting cleaned out. So now I should just be able to pull this shaft out. Start first by removing this outside one here. Should just pull out. Yep. So that was just in that hole there. So even just this shaft should slide out pretty easily, but since of all the oil and like build up in there, it's being a bit of a pain to get out. So that could just be the way you clean these frequently. Try to clean them frequently anyway. You can just feel the build up of oil on it. And then just pull this last side out. And then there's just these two Allen keys here, and that will actually, when removing them, once removed them, sorry, you'll be able to pull your power valve out. So I've just got an Allen key bit in the end of this socket here, because I can't get the Allen key in without it hitting on the down here. Because that's what happened last time, someone didn't have it in there properly and stripped it out. Here's one. And two. And then just grab onto these two little lobes here, and you should be able to pull your whole exhaust valve out. Just like so. So that's your power valve, exhaust valve, same thing. Doesn't look to have too much wear on it. So that slides in and out in this port up here. So your power valve just sits in there, and then so when you're going along and then you open the throttle and you hit power band, this slides back in the port, allowing more exhaust gases to come out. That's pretty much all it is. It's your power band as such. So yeah, I'm gonna go around with my mates now, and yeah, we'll clean up all these parts, and then I'll give you an update once it's done. And then I'll probably just brake clean inside the housing in here. So yeah, I'll give you an update once all these parts are hydrosonic cleaned. Right, so these are the power valve parts out of the cylinder from the 250. They've just been ultrasonic cleaned, and as you can see, all that oil has just been removed off them. This is the actual power valve that opens up your exhaust port. Yeah, as you can see, this was quite oily beforehand, had a bit of carbon buildup, but it's good now. So I'll be reassembling all the stuff in the cylinder in a future video, in the engine rebuild video, so stay tuned for that. In the next video we will be rebuilding the bottom end of the motor, so you're definitely not going to want to miss that. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.